Hi, it's Patrick. I'm with Terry Yostin. This is a bidder subcontractor. I've got Ryan here from Associate. We're talking about Associate's bid for this room. So let's talk about the permitting. So we went over permitting, and we just thought, well, again, the problem is these studs. They're rotted. Pipes, cap, electrical. Terry's the opinion we can, but it's not 100%. We don't have to. So it is kind of what Mark Elliott said, although I think with Terry and with Associa, maybe we can apply some trust we didn't have. So any comments on getting or not getting a permit?
Yeah, so if you want to be 100% above board, then yes, you get permits, and it's going to cover plumbing, electrical. If there's any AC issues, but you shouldn't have to deal with that because this is more of a residential building than a commercial building. They'll consider this a commercial building from the city standpoint. So if you want to be 100% on board or above board, yeah, plumbing, electrical, and framing. Those would be the three things that. But the kind of the line that you ride is that you're capping off existing. You're not necessarily adding to, with exception to the electrical component. The framing, we're not changing any framing. We're removing what was there, the bad, and putting it back in the same place. So no engineering letter either, because it's not necessary. We're not redesigning anything. So if it was me personally, you could literally go either way. Assume if you do permit, because if you're going to use licensed HVAC, licensed plumber, licensed electrician guys, then it's going to cost more money, plus the city permits, because they have inspection fees. They're going to come back out 2 or 3 times, or twice for sure. So because you're capping things off, and because you're just going back like for like, I feel comfortable you could be fine without them.
Okay, and you would do the same work regardless?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm still going to use the same guys regardless, whether I have a licensed plumber, I have a licensed master electrician on hand, and they do work for us all the time. So it's the same people doing the work, same quality of work. You can see it before I close it up. We're going to water test both the drains and the supply lines before we close anything up and make sure it's not working. Again, you would want to treat the water heater over there. We could do that too. Make sure it's not going to be connected. Yeah, same guys, same everything.
Okay. And so as far as the scabbing, you're talking about more of an approach of, less an approach of just scabbing on lumber, especially with these tall floor to ceiling 2x4s or lumber 2x6s. You would more do a replace in this rather than just scabbing in.
Yeah, for sure. And what you want to do is you want to cut the supply lines off at their source as close as possible. This one's already cut, but you want to cut those off with the supply lines as close as you can to the ground, but still leaving yourself some room. Same thing with the vents and the vent caps. We can remove the boots up top and then put moisture barrier down and shingle back over top of those. And the reason I'm spinning off in that direction is because in order to add studs here, say you wanted to scab on, we need these things out of the way. We need wires out of the way. We need all this stuff out of the way to do that. And you really want to get rid of these boxes, and you don't want to leave those inside because they're designed to sit outside the drywall. And then again, for these guys, a bottom plate won't even touch the bottom of those studs because the termites and the corrosion is eating them away. There's nothing. You have to shim in order to do that. And even this one, there's nothing structural there. And because you have 3 windows across on an exterior wall, this is a load-bearing wall. So you do want this touching the ground. You do want it structurally sound.
Gotcha.
Scabbing on can happen, but it's a halfway way of doing it.
Gotcha. Okay.